Welcome to the Leetist podcast, a show where we play games about games, video games, games of the video sort. I am sitting around a packed table today with my friends, the Monkey Head, Fieldy, and David to my John.
Hey!
Also known as Tim.
What a corny intro. Hi.
Tim's here. Ryan's here.
Hey!
My brother Andy's here.
Hello.
And Tim's brother Isaac is here.
Hey, everyone.
And my brother's here too. I look at a chair that says reserved for my brother and it's empty, and I
Ryan's brother could not make it.
Did not make it.
But it is a
I like how you read the notes, you know, like the director's notes while you were telling that joke. That was good.
Look over at chair that says reserved for Ryan's brother,
Pen
and
to
no
chair.
one's there.
We have a brotherly spooky show today. We have some Halloween themed stuff. And,
Do we?
Yeah, Ryan has two Halloween themed things.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And Tim has brought a new Bangers from Bangers Ps4 Edition.
Yeah, baby.
I'm excited, man.
won't do
I'm
it.
willing to bet PS4's got some fucking
I should be
jamming
good at that one. Bangers from
tunes.
Bangers, if you don't know, is a sound game where Tim finds obscure songs from games, and it'll be the PS4 generation this time. We try to guess the games. It's almost like pop-up video because he reads facts along as he goes.
It is like pop-up
fun
video.
one.
That's a
Yeah.
really good
Oh,
point.
we should get the sound effect for a pop-up video. Whenever he does says the next little line factoid, he presses the pop-up button.
Yeah, more work for me. And then
Yeah, that's true.
if you want to go to any of those parts in the show and our flavor of the week and news game, all the stuff we do, the timestamps are right below the show, so you can go straight to any of them if you please.
Also, if you like the show, do us a solid and tell every single person you ever meet this is the greatest podcast you've ever heard. In fact, you can pause the show right now and go to the review section of whatever platform you're listening on and drop us a quick rating and review. That can really help us get seen by more folks. Also, tell your friends and followers they can go to theleetist.com/new-listeners where they'll find some fun clips from the show to give them a taste of what we do here. Plus, it includes a recommended jumping off episode for folks to start their Leetist journey.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
I will say that my brother got here this week. We'll talk about some stuff in Flavor of the Week that we've been doing and hanging out, but I did get him to start Elden Ring. I wanted to mention that.
Nice.
So we've been playing a lot of that recently.
Well, then I'm looking forward to Flavor of the Week as well.
Yeah, reaffirming my notion that that's not going to get beaten for Game of the Year, for sure. Fucking awesome game.
Wow. We still got 2 more months. God of War is next week.
That's true.
That is true. And I got a
that's
hammer
right.
coming in the mail.
Ooh, that's right. You do.
Yeah.
You've got Mjolnir.
Sitting on the table.
Mjolnir.
You guys ready to play a game?
I am
No.
ready.
Yes.
Well, then let's play the news game. The news game. Every episode, we like to take a brief look back at the gaming news of the week and give our 2 cents. But of course, on this show, simply reading the headlines ain't Leet enough. We got to make a game out of it. I'm going to read off some quick fire, fill in the blank gaming news questions for my lucky contestants, and they'll have 30 seconds to answer them. We don't do deep dives here, so if you want to know more, go fucking Google it.
Love it.
Our intro now.
Oh my God. I love it, dude.
Who's playing the news game?
So, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to have to do some team stuff
Let's
today.
do
I think
teams.
this is what's going to happen, all right? So, I'm running the news game, and then after this, I'm going to be running Bangers from Bangers. So,
I'll get Isaac. If
I
you
want 2 teams of 2 for this one, and then you're going to switch partners.
Yeah.
The hosts are going to switch partners
Yeah,
for the Bangers from Bangers. So, choose your partners right now,
I'll get
Kenny and Ryan.
Isaac, and then you brothers can play.
All right.
We'll be a brother team for this one.
Okay, then. Andy, why don't you call it in the air?
Okay. Heads.
It is heads. You guys get to go first. Congratulations. And y'all, just answer it.
Hoorah.
You got 30 seconds. You ready?
We'll see.
You do.
Yeah,
Let's go.
You got this.
Go!
Good news for at least one fan at the table. Epic's defunct MOBA Blank is getting remade under new ownership.
I don't know.
Paragon, a single screenshot of the upcoming Amazon series Blank was released this week, so that's pretty cool.
Fallout?
Correct. Speaking of which, Blank is getting the treatment with next-gen graphics and feature updates next year.
Witcher? I don't know.
Fallout 4,
Damn it.
a soon-to-be-released indie game, The Store is Closed, was sent a cease and desist letter by Blank.
I don't know. I was gonna say
Blockbuster.
Home Depot.
Home Depot.
Isaac knows the answer to this one.
IKEA.
IKEA. Oh my God, this is great. So there's this indie game that's coming out that's basically like a horror survival game inside an IKEA.
Oh, I heard about
Oh,
that.
is
And
it like
so-
a maze where you can't get out?
I'm sure that has something to do with it.
Oh, that'd
And
be
IKEA
perfect.
said, "Hey, you are using way too much like stuff that looks like IKEA, and you have to stop this now. You have to change your entire game. You have a week."
You mean furniture?
Oh, you should see the game. It's an IKEA.
Oh, okay.
It's legit an IKEA. There's signs like blue and yellow. You know what I mean? Like it's got the
gotcha.
same like format
I
of
gotcha.
just having the furniture
Yeah.
around and everything.
Well, take it to parody law.
Yeah. Well, apparently that's not going to work. So they're gonna have to cancel like all the development of their game in
That's
order to
dumb.
yeah.
Just change it to something else. Call it something else and change the images. Done.
Perfect. Look at that.
And then I'll still
Problem
call
solved. I'll call
Ikea.
that guy and let him know that it's that easy.
You got his number?
No. So also, Fallout screenshot was released. It's just like like a silhouette of a guy within the door of the vault,
Looks
which
so fucking cool.
I mean, it's not really much to see. IMO. It's just like a nice
Hey, man.
still.
I'll take it.
But I don't even know if it's a still. Is it a concept? I don't even know if it's a concept
It
picture or
looked
if
like
it's.
it literally looked like an image from the game.
Okay.
Like no joke. Like that looked like an image from the game.
haven't seen it.
Oh, it's got me a little bit more hyped because they're at least doing vaults.
Yeah.
I don't know. Could have done Fallout without the vaults. I
Have they
guess.
confirmed Walton Goggins?
I think so.
Yeah,
Walton
okay.
Goggins definitely on it, but I don't think they've confirmed him as like necessarily the host or
Right,
not
the
the
main
host,
guy,
the main guy or anything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the I don't know. I'm assuming that it is an actual picture from the show and not,
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
it's just that's kinda
It's
hard
pretty
to see,
cool.
but it's just like the
it's
silhouette
a
of the
really
vault door.
well done image.
Yeah.
I like that.
So we'll see. And
God, man, I
hopefully
really
the rest
hope
of the
they
show is
do
just like
the.
that.
yeah, exactly.
I really hope at least the first episode is the setup to before the bomb goes off, everyone going into the vaults,
Yeah.
doing that stuff, and then like after that's fine. But we need the setup at the very least.
I don't know. I don't know what I need out of it. I just want.
What are you hoping?
I'd like to see the
I don't know.
vault stuff.
Man, boy.
Honestly, I mean, every game's been a little bit different. They've changed up things every time, and I've never had a problem with it. So hopefully,
And they haven't said where this location is
No.
going to be, so
Nope.
we don't know where it's going to be. Yeah.
Nope.
I think a beginning like Fallout 3 would be cool, where we start kind of in a vault life going on. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
I could see
Yeah,
that.
the vault life. Yeah, growing up in the vault, or I mean, even like Fallout 4 was pretty cool. It's like that was right when the war was starting, and then they just like jumped into the vault.
I don't know. I mean, I'm curious what if they're going to kind of just take that kind of idea that they did with Fallout 3 because, they're going to be opening it up to a whole new viewership of people that never knew, Fallout universe or anything like that. They're just going to keep it simple,
It's a good story though. Like it actually has good story beats and stuff like to it. So there's a lot of lore they can pull from this.
For sure.
It'll be good.
Did you ever watch the YouTube series, the Fallout YouTube series?
There was a Fallout
I
YouTube
did, yeah.
series.
It's good. Like it was
Unofficial or official?
Unofficial.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like super well produced
Oh,
and
nice.
like great costumes and set designs and everything and funny. Like it was more on the goofy side kind of thing
I'm
and
gonna be
everything.
curious to see how the Pit Boys work in this show as well. Like if they're gonna do like how how they show the Pit Boys in the regular game, or are they gonna like modernize it for like television?
I wonder how much they're going to focus on that at all because the Pit Boy is like such a player specific thing. You know
It's
what I
a
mean? Like,
player
you need it
specific
for-
thing, but it's also an iconic thing for Fallout.
I
For
have
a
a Pit
player.
Boy.
Yeah, I do too. But
My name's French.
my name's Fred. But I'm saying for a casual viewer, they wouldn't give a fuck about a Pit Boy or what it is or
That's true.
represents. And what we needed it was for menu, map, and VATS, which are
probably-
three things that you
Yeah.
might not have
Well,
anything to do
they're
with.
probably going to
it.
use it for like radiation detection in the show.
Maybe.
I'm
Do
imagining.
Do you think
it's
that
gonna be
Bethesda will tie it back into a game?
That's a
my
great question.
God.
Like they
Please
could
don't
really
do that.
start like a whole kind of franchise type universe.
Walton Goggins starts
like-
voicing the
Dude,
protagonist.
that'd be dope. Like
would
I
be
cannot
sweet.
get over how much I really want Walton Goggins
he's
to
pretty
be
cool.
like a huge part of this show.
I think the modding community is probably going to go nuts over something like this. Do some really cool
Yeah,
stuff.
especially with like the onset of like AI voice usage
Yeah.
and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like you could literally at this point take a whole game and replace, if you really wanted to put in the effort. I mean, the technology's there to replace your favorite protagonist from any game with actors that have like a big library of their
Man,
voice
that's
available.
just some unsought. Like we should just start a company that does that.
People
where you
are
can
already
just, like,
Start a
just-
company.
It's
I like
perfect.
it.
People are already
All right,
selling the
Isaac,
rights to
do
their
it.
voice for like AI to use their voice.
Yeah, Vader did that.
Yeah.
Not Vader.
James
John
Earl
Paul
Jones.
Jones.
John Paul
Vader.
James
Jones.
Earl Jones.
Who is Vader?
Yeah, he leased his voice out basically to the Star Wars
Yeah.
universe and said, pay me royalties or however he talks.
James Earl Jones goes.
royalties. I shall have your head. AI him. So like
Put Walton Goggins in Starfield, put him in Garfield, put him in everything.
so Fallout 4 is getting the next gen upgrades.
I do want Liam Neeson, by the way. And
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
I would love if Fallout had Liam Neeson in that one.
Yeah, or at least a cameo. You know what I
Like
mean?
as the whatever scientist. Yeah.
Yeah, like a smaller role or something like
Yeah,
that.
it doesn't have to be a big role, but I want him in that show.
I've been watching like a lot of this. There's this YouTube video guy named Filmento that I like a lot. He's a critique or a critic and does critiques of like movies and stuff. And one of the things he's pointed out in the past that I think I kind of understand a lot is when they do adaptations, a lot of the times they'll do these like nods to people that already know the source material a lot. And then if you know the source material, you enjoy it. But if you don't, it's not enjoyable at all. So it's really easy to overdo it and to like introduce all these concepts and stuff into TV shows and films that otherwise people are just like, what the fuck? I don't care about this. Like, this is nothing. This is not important to me at all. So it's kind of like riding that line. It's curious to see how Fallout's going to do with that.
I'm curious if what Halo the show did, like writing that line in terms of like being faithful to the game.
Did you not watch
versus
it?
I watched the first 2 episodes.
I watched it all.
Can you say, was it faithful to the games, or was it more faithful to making its own lore?
It's kind of its own thing.
Okay.
That's not terrible.
I mean, there's some game stuff in there, but it's definitely like
Because like The Witcher,
how much can you really
The
do?
Witcher
It's
is pretty
Halo.
faithful to the lore, right? Like The Witcher is pretty faithful to the lore of the game and all.
Sure. Lore is
Right.
different. I'm not talking about lore. I'm talking about the things that make it like tie it to the video game and you as a player and the experiences
Sorry.
you had a player
Yeah.
in a different medium kind of thing. So going,
Gotcha.
it's okay to have the story and the lore and the universe kind of thing. But the problem is when you say like, here's this reference to this one scene in this one game, and they're trying to like, win over the viewers on that kind of thing when you didn't really need to. The viewers are already here, and we already appreciate that universe enough. And especially if you start overdoing it with all that and oversaturate your media with all this other crap from another medium that people just don't understand the references to.
I'm very curious to see how many people like who are not familiar with the video game series actually watch those shows.
Yeah.
Right. So like
Exactly.
any of those people coming in, I don't know if there's any way they could have statistics on that, but like it would be interesting to do a survey poll of like, hey, what are your shows that you watch or whatever, and people are like, I watch Halo. It's like, have you ever played Halo? And they're like, no, I actually never played Halo. It's like,
I think
okay.
Fallout has a better chance. I think it's more of a name to even non-gamers that they know Fallout a little bit. I mean, and
The
it's
world's
interesting.
cooler.
People know the
More
Pip-Boy. Yeah, it's colorful. The Pip-Boy is a thing that people recognize. Fallout Shelter, all that stuff. So
And Witcher as well, like had that too. I'm willing to bet people who had never played the Witcher series
Yeah,
were
Henry
probably
Cavill.
watching Witcher because it's fantasy and it's like, oh, that's like fantasy style.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Paragon Eyes, did you hear about this news?
I played it, man. It's a fucking awesome remake.
The remake?
Yeah. I
What
played
is
the
it?
tech test several months ago.
Oh, did you?
It's a remake of the MOBA Paragon that was released by Epic Games back in 2016.
Oh my god, I forgot about
And then it
that
got
game.
canceled very early in 2018, and I worked on it. It was a
Was Paragon
dope game.
wait?
And the new one they're releasing is called
Paragon something.
not called Paragon, it's
Overgone,
called
overblown, overcharged.
Yeah,
or
I
something
can't
like
remember.
that.
But anyway, so
They should just
they released all the
do
assets.
Final Fantasy 14 style and just call it like the new. What do they call like when they re-released not Final Fantasy 14? It's like the New Age or something like that.
I don't know, but
I
they
don't know.
released all the assets for it for free after that game was canceled. That was like because they were in they had Fortnite money, so they're like, here you go.
yeah, they gave
They
people
threw out
money
like
back,
$25
right?
million
That they spent.
worth of
Yeah.
assets, and I guess this company, like a bunch of people tried to make a remake, but this company actually got
Why
funding
am
to
I
do
not
it.
remembering Paragon?
I
What
played
was
it.
the
It's a MOBA. It's like a straight up.
It was a FPS MOBA.
Yeah, it's third party.
There was one.
I mean,
there was,
third
there was like
person,
one
excuse
person
me.
that was the commander, right? And then other people were on. No,
No,
okay.
it's a standard MOBA, third person perspective.
No, I
with
don't think it
Z-axis.
was.
There was
and it was pretty.
There was a game where like someone was like in a hover chair or something above the battlefield, and they were commanding things
That's
down
Magneto.
that way. Yes,
What?
I have no idea.
I will. Find
Anyway,
that-
I'm really
I'll find
excited
that
about it.
game.
Yeah,
I
for
will
sure.
find that game in.
I'll actually try it this time
Yeah.
around. It'll be.
You probably won't like it since you don't like PvP stuff. But it's-
yeah, all right. But I never played a MOBA before, so it could be like a new experience for me.
MOBAs are fun, man. Not really.
So you guys got 1 point.
Yep.
Good
I see it.
job.
Thank you.
Ryan and Kenny. Excuse me, Ryan and Isaac. Are you guys ready to start your round?
Yes. No.
Here
yes.
we go. Go. It was announced that you can add blank to the list of devices that will be increasing its price due to inflation.
PS5.
Xbox. Not to be outdone by Xbox more recent third-party integration, PS4 and PS5 will reportedly support blank early next year.
VR. I don't know.
Discord. In November, Atari will release the Atari 50th anniversary celebration that will include for the first time modern releases of 9 blank games.
Atari games.
Jaguar. There's been a remake announced called Project Canis Majoris. Blank is getting remade with UE5.
Oh man, yeah, we talked about this in the Discord chat. But I can't for the life of me remember.
Boy and his blob.
Goose Egg. That's The Witcher.
Oh, Witcher 2, right?
That's
Or is
right.
it
The
2?
Witcher.
No,
The
it's
original Witcher.
Because
The
the original Witcher was only on PC when it first came out. Yeah.
Gotcha.
In fairness, it was kind of a slow news week, so the questions, we're not not these
you guys
big
got it
things
with
that.
Yeah, we won with one.
Congratulations to Kenny and Andy. With 1 point, you won the news game.
Fuck yeah.
We call that obscure news.
Xbox is going up in price. Super obscure.
Well, is it going up in price?
Apparently,
There's just speculation.
they said that I think it was Xbox insiders that said it, that it's going to increase, but I could be wrong.
I mean, it's probably going to increase. I imagine it will. They'll have to because they're probably bleeding money right now with Game Pass.
Yeah.
So
We got the Quest went up. The Xbox might go up. I wonder if PlayStation will follow suit.
Yeah, PlayStation. Oh yeah, they've done
You
it
mean
already
PSN?
everywhere except for here.
Seems like
Yeah.
I'll be playing my PS4 a little bit longer than
yeah, there you go. You're fine.
Which is interesting because Xbox is already hemorrhaging money due to Game Pass and everything. I guess they've got priorities. This is like, we have to make sure we're still making our money off.
I
of,
mean, they would
console.
have to raise that, which I think that's fair. I mean, they got people into the ecosystem. They got people to really like it. So now you fucking jack up the price. That's
Yeah.
how you do it.
Fucking jack off the price.
Jack off that price. Xbox.
Discord coming to PlayStation. Apparently, it's
Finally.
not confirmed, but there's been strong speculation that
Been
it's
hearing
going to
that for
happen,
years.
kind of thing. And the fact that a bunch of different outlets are actually reporting it at this point, makes it just a little bit more likely than But
hope
if you've
so.
read articles already that was going to come and it hasn't before, but I feel like Xbox actually having that integration would probably be much more of a reason
Yeah.
for
I think
PlayStation.
Xbox is still a little bit difficult to use because you have to turn on the Xbox and then hook up your phone to something and do something. Because Ross was doing it when we were playing Grounded with him, and it seemed like a pain in the ass to figure out. So they still don't have it integrated in the way where you just hop into a party on your Xbox UI yet.
Yeah.
So
Can't
I
you talk into a controller, or am I crazy?
That's a PlayStation.
Isn't that what we're talking about?
He was talking to Xbox about Grounded.
Oh.
but
I'm
yeah.
just talking about Discord in Xbox.
Xbox. Oh, okay.
I think they are going to make it better though, so you can.
You know what?
just
Nothing
have
could
it
be
on.
worse than the chat that Nintendo uses, so we're good.
Yeah, that's just an app on your phone.
It's
right?
just an app on your phone.
Didn't even know
pretty
that
You might as
existed.
well fucking put Discord on your phone and just
I've only
talk
ever
to
used it
that.
for Animal Crossing, I think. That was the only time I've ever used it. And that was like mid-pandemic.
Nintendo refuses to believe that there's a possibility you can talk over their actual consoles. So,
Jaguar games are going to be released and put out on a bunch of different systems.
Jaguar games, all right.
And a
Did
bunch
you
of
ever
2600 games and stuff. They're putting a bunch
have you
of
guys
Atari
ever
stuff.
played a Jaguar game? Like any of the Jaguars?
Can't remember.
Jaguar.
I don't.
Jaguar.
Name one.
So was that the 64-bit one?
Space Commando. I don't know.
Was that the 64-bit
probably
one
one.
they did? No, that was the Lynx.
Alien vs.
Yeah.
Predator, Primal Rage, Wolfenstein 3D, Cybermorph, Tempest 2000, Kasumi Ninja.
Wolfenstein.
Oh,
3D.
Kasumi Ninja.
Yeah,
Yes.
Kasumi
Kasumi
Ninja.
Ninja, which was the Mortal
This is an
Kombat
obscure
ripoff.
one.
Yeah.
NBA Jam TE. Never heard of that.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Tournament edition.
Pitfall, the Mayan Adventure. I don't know, a bunch of weird
There's
stuff.
another Pitfall
Anyways,
game?
it's an Atari release of games. Sorry, you don't have to be excited about the fucking thing, but it's a bunch of old Atari games that are coming out as a
I'm
collection.
genuinely curious
There
if
we go.
anyone's ever played a Jaguar because I've never played one before, so I don't know what
I
they.
strike this headline from the news game.
Still got 0 points. There's been
Oh, no one's arguing that one.
So yeah, CDPR has been announcing a bunch of cool shit that they have planned and everything. Including we talked about this last week or the week before. The DLC they're doing for Cyberpunk, the
Sequel to Cyberpunk?
sequel to Cyberpunk. They're doing, I think, some sort of graphical upgrade to Witcher 3, I think, and now they're actually literally doing an entire UE5 remake of
Witcher.
the original Witcher.
That's a great idea because I mean, Witcher the original never got any remakes for love or anything like
Yeah,
that.
that's
It just
true.
came out on PC.
Hell, I
Was
started
it?
on Witcher 2. I don't know anything about the first Witcher. So
Did it even come out in America? Wasn't it just like a European kind of release when it
I
first
don't
came
know.
out? Yeah.
Shit.
So find out later.
Google it.
Google it. That's what you should say after someone just asks a question.
go.
Fucking Google it.
Okay,
Was that the last headline?
that's it.
Oh, okay. Well, we
fuck
have won
it.
the news game. Me and Andy, I'm going to cheer us once again.
Hey,
Hey, we tried our best,
Sorry
Isaac.
about my
yeah,
Fallout
yeah.
rant, but I'm really looking forward to this shit and a little taste of things. We might be having some very, very hardcore Fallout fans
there
on the
a-
show before terribly long.
there a date
and this
for that
rant will
show?
get
About
even
Fallout.
worse. What's that?
Is there a date for that? To
The TV show?
Yeah.
I think next year sometime.
Fucking Google it.
Fucking Google it.
I don't think they've announced a date.
Yeah,
It should be
it's
next
gonna
year.
be next year sometime.
We're going to be careful when we have guests on and stuff like that. When they ask questions, we don't just automatically go, I don't know, fucking Google it.
I think they would crack up. I think they would.
Predecessor is the name of the Paragon remake.
Predecessor?
Predecessor.
Predecessor to Paragon. Paragon predecessor.
Nope, it's just called Predecessor.
We will have a Fallout-filled show
fucking
in the
Googled
coming
it.
weeks, as Tim said.
You did.
There's some hardcore Fallout fans coming on. Going to have a lot of Fallout.
We got a
trivia
lot of
for
cool
next
guests
week.
coming up.
Yeah, for sure.
So, everybody
week's
should
a
look
big one.
forward to all of our
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, next week's going to be super fun. Got to take a second here because it's time to give a huge shout out to our incredible patrons. Darth Stridius, aptly dubbed. That's a weird name. Cy wrote this.
Yeah,
Ross Varner.
interesting.
huge thanks to you. Retro Game Brews, Foo Shot, my coordinator, Kyle Hobby, Lemons, Andrew Morris, Brandon Walls, Andy, aka Hobby Time 168, who will also be on the show next month again to come play some games with us. Isaac at Econo Mechanic, who is here right now playing some games with us, and the man, the myth, Emo-esque. We massively appreciate your short support of the show. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much. You are truly
Leet.
Patrons of the Leetist can get access to all kinds of goodies from us, including show shout-outs, bonus episodes, experimental content, game transcripts, and whatever else we can think of. Your funds help us with upkeep, equipment upgrades, prizes and merch, Halloween costumes, and more. For more additional info about becoming a patron of the show, check out patreon.com/theleetist.
That's right. For just $1, you can get the show earlier than everyone else on Monday nights when I get done editing it. For just $3, you can get 30 extra minutes of the latest every week as we do bonus content for the patrons and a bunch of other goodies on there. So go check out the Patreon. Thank you, supporters.
Thank you. Thanks, aptly dubbed.
Boner Jams 09.
Boner jams.
It's time. I built the bangers from bangers for PS4 games.
Wow.
Bangers,
Man.
bangers,
So we've
bangers.
done so far we've done the N64.
We've done the N64. We've done a wee bit of bangers that was just a couple of Wii games because
Yeah.
there's not that many Wii games. We've done PS1.
Yeah.
And we've done, what was Red Dead Redemption on?
That was PS3 360 generation.
Do we do PS3
I did 360.
Ah, perfect.
I did Xbox
All right,
360.
So we did, God, we've done so,
So
many.
now
of
we're
them.
on PS4.
There you go.
Yeah,
right
I
on.
wrote an intro for it. Threw it together at the beginning of the show. It might not even sound good. We all have our favorite soundtracks from video games, but there's so many out there that some real bangers end up falling through the cracks while I aim to dig up all the good ones and make a game out of it. I'm going to play some likely unknown tracks and read some clues, and my contestants are going to try to be the first to guess the banger of a game it came from.
Bangers. 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 Bangers.
So we had Kenny and Andy together in the news game. Well, now you're getting split up. Kenny and Isaac are going to be
go.
on a team, and then
All
Ryan
right,
and
thank
Andy are
God.
going to be on the other
We
team.
got this, Andy.
All right. So everybody's going to go at the same time. This is a shout it out game. So I am going to I'm going to start playing a song and start reading off clues from that. And the first team to shout out the correct game gets the point.
Roll of Jinx.
Well, not just gets the point. It gets a little bit more complicated than that.
Uh-oh.
You get more points the faster you get it correct.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
The max amount of points you can get, because there's going to be 6 clues per song. If you get it after the first clue, you get 6 points. If you get it after the last clue, you get 1 point. Okay?
Got it.
Figure it out? Yeah.
And these
Yeah.
are not particularly PS4 exclusives. It's just the generation.
Correct.
Right.
Okay, so this is a very important thing. These just happen to have come out on PS4. Some of
then-
them are exclusive. Some of them came out as, that generation.
Yeah.
Some of them were PS3 games that also ended up being released on PS4. Some of them are PS5 games that did a release on PS4. So,
okay.
you're going to run into all these things. All I know is that I went to the Wikipedia article that said PS4 games and just started going through it and looking for
There you go. There you go.
soundtracks from there. So
The game is playable on PS4.
that's right. Yeah. All right. So
I get it.
you do get it.
Let's get it together.
All right.
Rule of Jinx applies.
Let's get it together. Okay. Here comes the first one.
Bastion.
Borderlands 3.
PS4 was the last console this game officially released on.
It's not Borderlands 3, perhaps.
Borderlands 2.
Developed by the same company that pushes your PC to its limits.
Crisis?
Yes, Crytek.
Crisis.
Portal 2?
3 open world maps in one of the 2 game modes.
Oh, Journey? Wait, no.
The 2 game modes.
One of those games that didn't sell terribly well. One of those games that didn't sell terribly well, but was still positively reviewed.
3 open world maps.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of that.
A dread-inspiring multiplayer shooter.
Overwatch?
Red Dead Redemption?
Red Dead Redemption 2?
Clue number 6 is coming.
Red Dead. I'm Red
Which
on
has
Dead.
which has the answer right in there. You might have to hunt for the answer, but it'll
Hunt
show
Showdown.
down somewhere. Hunt Showdown is the name of it, so I'm going to have to give that one to Kenny. You might have to hunt for the answer, but it'll show down somewhere at the bottom of Steam suggestions. That was the last clue. So, Hunt Showdown.
I've
Never heard of this game.
That's a game.
Hunt Showdown.
It's a cool song, though.
Yeah, it's a very cool song. It's a kind of a banger.
Yeah.
All right.
I've never heard that game.
So we started a little tough.
What is that game?
It's a multiplayer game with 3 open world maps and a shared modes.
There's monsters and everything, and then there's also like a battle royale version of it, but it's like really dark. It's like creepy, dreadful type vibes to it. Like you're crawling through like decrepit swamps and stuff.
I think you're on teams and you're hunting down the monster and you find it and it pings it on the map when one team finds it, so everyone knows where it is, so they can run and try to kill it before you. Or I don't know. It looks pretty cool. I never played it though.
Actually, I've seen people play it. It looks pretty awesome.
Oh, this should. Oh, that's the one that one of our mutual friends plays on. Yeah. Okay. Fuck.
Right. You guys ready for the next one?
Yeah, let's do it.
I want to go all the way to Washington. Next song.
Jinx.
Transistor.
A surprise hit despite its mixed reviews. Turn that up a little bit. Crank this bitch. There we go.
Ooh, Rez.
Scoring system was ripped off from a more popular franchise.
That's badass.
Yeah, really.
I like this. I like
Open
this.
world sandbox game.
Minecraft.
Saints Row.
Saints Row 3.
4.
The protagonist's name is Pilgor.
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 Initially developed as a joke in a month-long internal game jam.
Oh my god, this is badass.
Sandbox.
If you get the answer on this one, you're the greatest of all time.
Time Splitters.
Simulatorally speaking.
Time simulators.
Simulate time.
Greatest
time
of all time.
simulator.
Greatest of all time.
Greatest simulator of all time.
Greatest of all time.
Time Greatest Simulator.
Time great
That's
simulator.
an acronym. Greatest of all time.
Go
Goat simulator.
I said Jinx.
I think Ryan said Jinx.
I
Did you
said
say
Jinx.
Jinx?
I said Jinx.
I said Jinx.
Are you on the same
I
Twitter?
said Jinx. I said
Let's go back to the replay.
I think I said it before either of them said either of those
No,
things.
you're a liar and a thief. You're a liar and a thief.
Song's dope though, isn't it?
Actually, the song cut out before anyone answered, so I don't think.
I don't remember
that's
that.
the
I
point.
played Goat Simulator for all of 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't remember that song.
I think I did too. 30 minutes sounds about right.
Yeah, Isaac, Ryan, Andy. I don't know. You guys want a paper, scissors, rocket? I really don't care. It's 1 point.
Just take it.
Take an asterisk it, and if we have to listen back,
You know,
I'll give it Ryan and Andy.
No. Take the point. I don't even need it.
I'm going to say
It's your fucking charity.
Yeah, no, we'll win.
All right, so 1 point on the line. I'll put that in the notes for this game. All right, here goes the next one, boys.
Transistor.
Celeste.
PlayStation listed it as the 16th best PS4 game of all time a month after its release.
Christ.
Resogun. Journey. Flower.
Has a sequel that was released in 2019.
2019. Astrobot.
The game uses real-world locations for levels.
Watch Dogs 2.
Watch Dogs 3.
Watch Dogs. Nah, it's not Watch Dogs.
Part of a series that's identified by someone's name. First game released in 1998.
Identified by someone's name.
1998.
Stanley Parable. Identified. What does that mean? Identified by someone's name.
Carmen Sandiego.
Like Lara Croft.
Sometimes racing on a tarmac, but the real fun is in the off-road.
Tony Hawk
Tony Hawk's
Pro
Underground.
Skater Underground.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. Off-road.
Forza Motorsports.
To find the answer, you'll have to get your hands dirty. That's good enough. Yeah, Dirt Rally.
Just
Kenny,
give them all
1
to
point.
Kenny
Well
for
done, buddy.
Amazing.
I can't think.
Where did Tony
good to be
Hawk
on
come
Kenny's
from?
team.
I don't know. That's what I started saying. I don't even know.
Hawk.
I'm trying to get in Kenny's
Tarmac
head.
and off-road. You're like, Tony Hawk.
What was the one about someone's name? Someone's...
The Dirt series.
Yeah.
Joe Dirt
of games is it's Colin McRae's Rally and Dirt is the series of games that's been around and
interesting.
has like a dozen games since 1998.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Good song, though.
Who is Colin McRae?
The guy that invented
guy who
the
did
Dirt.
He just said it.
He's probably a racer. I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
all right,
we
so
all
score
know.
update on the third round of I'm going to do really well at this is 3 points to Kenny and Isaac and 0 points for Ryan and Andy.
Dude, no one said
And it's
they were
really
doing
3
well.
points to
I never
Kenny.
said I was going to do well.
I said that I will know more, these games more than most
Yeah,
other things we
exactly.
do.
Kenny's right on the mall bunny with this.
But those are 3 games I've never played, so.
Right on the mall, bunny.
Right on the mall bunny.
Here we go.
All right,
Yep.
comeback time.
Andy, I need you to answer.
The singular DLC for this game is a prequel.
Wolfenstein New Order, the one with the girl kids.
Youngblood.
Was
Young
nearly
Blood.
a year after initial release before the game came out on PS4.
Oh, Fallout Blood Dragon?
Far Cry Blood. Far Cry 4. Far Cry 3.
Far Cry Blood Dragon?
Standalone indie game, but a well-known franchise crossover sequel was released years later.
Indie game.
Shield?
Super Meat Boy?
Shovel Knight?
Music
Boy
composition
2?
by the same dude that did Binding of Isaac and Super Meat Boy.
Music composition.
Celeste?
Enter the Gungeon.
A roguelike game that was built with dance pads in mind.
Oh,
Dance
Crypt
Revolution.
of the Necromancer. Crypt of the Necrodancer.
Crypt of the
There you
Necrodancer is
There you
correct.
go.
It's Ryan with 2 points. Congratulations, buddy.
We're back.
Ryan and Andy with 2 points now.
Crypt of the Necro... Wait, what did I say?
Oh, and then
Definitely
my
tell
last
it's
clue.
that composer.
Oh my God. If the answer is hard to decrypt, use the thing above your neck, the upper row of your head, or ask Dancer.
Did you ever play the Cadence of Hyrule?
No, I haven't.
Oh my God, that one is so good.
And that was the sequel with the crossover.
And the music for that is fucking good. It's so good.
There's a lot of good music out there on this system. Let me tell you that song.
Tell me.
Here's the next one.
Yep. Crash Bandicoot 4.
Crank that a little bit. Oh yeah. Created with Unreal Engine 3.
Rayman Origins.
Rayman Legends.
This would be a PS3 game.
Crash
Whoa.
Bandicoot, It's About Time.
You can mod it with the Steam version.
No. God, this sounds
Developed
familiar.
by a studio that doesn't even have a Wikipedia article.
What is the name of that fucking game with the...
Quick, find me a list of all the studios that are in Wikipedia.
Andy, come on.
That just does sound really familiar.
One might say the protagonist has many different jobs, metaphorically speaking.
Job Simulator.
Metaphorically speaking.
Oh, what was that game called? Shit.
Metaphorically speaking.
I think I know what it is.
Considered an indie success after the long decline of platforming games.
Grim Fandango.
Platforming games. Grim Fandango?
Long decline... After decline of platforming games. I don't know.
Last one.
Yeah.
If you get the answer in time, the hat would be interesting. Ryan with the jinx, 1 point. Hat in time.
You said it.
Yeah, that's right.
That's everything. What's that the theme from? That's the theme from. Come on,
Benny
Hill. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All Electro Swing is a direct descendant of the Benny Hill theme. You heard it here, folks.
But with swing beat.
Andy, I need you to fucking answer some goddamn questions.
I don't know any of those games, dude. I don't think I've played a single one of
played a
those.
hand-
It's
That's-
okay, dude. They've only been getting it on the last clue too. They just like heard the word, the keywords. I put in.
Yeah, what the fuck, Ryan? You need to answer, and you're waiting for him to spell it out.
Andy, you're not wrong.
The Hat in Time is the first one I've played so far.
And
so.
it is true because I did
How
choose.
the fuck did I not remember? Because that's such a good game.
It is a very good
It
game.
is such a good game.
It's like better than Mario Odyssey.
It is.
I don't know about that.
I will say that
I don't
song
know that
sounded
either.
mad familiar, though. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I've
Dude,
heard
that one was like, it was fucking hurting that I was like, I know this song. Like,
Maybe it is.
That whole soundtracks were super dope, by the way. All right. Here comes another one. The narrative theme of this game is, quote, catharsis.
Wolf Among Us.
that's a good guess.
This track is called Horton Hears a Revolution.
It's like a detective-y sounding LA Noir? No, that was Xbox 360.
I love Beggars from Bangers. The game was not intended to be a commentary on contemporary politics, but was perceived that way.
Papers, Please? Never played it, so I wouldn't know.
Another story of a real-world alternate timeline.
This is good.
Revolutionarily saw an uncensored release in November 2019 after approval from the Unterhaltung Software Selbstkontrolle.
Disco
The
Elysium.
German and the German agency that says you're not allowed to post that game here.
Oh,
All right, waiting for that last clue. Here we go.
All right, Ryan.
All right, no, Andy, it's going to be you. I'm sitting
Do you guys have any idea how hard it is to make a pun out of the words Wolfenstein and Colossus?
Wolfenstein New Colossus.
That is correct.
That was Wolfenstein New Colossus.
Wow.
Yeah, that was
man.
Mick Gordon that did
That's
that song. So
fucking good.
It's funny when you said alternate timeline. I was like Wolfenstein. It's not Wolfenstein. It sounds like an indie detective game
No,
or
he
something.
chose the one song that would probably
I mean,
throw
it's
us
so
way
tough
off on
because,
that.
because if you go through any of these soundtracks that Mick Gordon has done, you go, that's Mick Gordon. I was almost worried that like those little like weird breakdowns in the middle of that one would give that away too, like that.
Nah, man. I mean, that's
New Colossus is the second
It's
one.
like
that
distorted.
little
Yeah.
thing, like,
New
ooh,
Colossus
that might
is the
be.
second one.
game was
Wolfenstein
fucking
New
awesome.
Order is
Yeah.
the first.
All right, so another point for Kenny. All right,
And Isaac.
and Isaac.
You guys are doing it.
Team Kenny
and Isaac.
Team Kenny and Team Ryan.
We got look. Hey, Kenny.
Look, hey,
Hold
look,
on.
hey.
You want to make a pact for this next one that they have to answer this one.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is great.
All right.
Me and Ryan are going to be quiet here.
Yeah.
All right, good timing.
Until we know it.
You said good timing. so-
No. All right.
Can we
pact.
use hand signals?
No. Let's just let them have this
On a
one.
podcast?
Let them have this on
right,
a
let's go.
podcast.
Here goes. Here goes. Here goes. Here goes. Can be played on an Apple TV with a Siri remote.
This is awesome.
Nominated for a plethora of awards in 2014 and 2015, and even won a few.
In 5-4.
Game features live action and programmable combat. One voiceless protagonist, but then again, that's part of the plot. The PS4 controller flashes in sync with the other protagonist's speech.
Oh, that's fucking rad.
If you're trying to figure out the title of this game, ask your sister.
Transistor.
I think that was Andy.
Andy got it, yeah.
Andy, congratulations, buddy.
All right.
Wow, I think I've been saying transistor.
I thought that's why I said it was perfect timing. You said you're going to let them do it.
Oh, I didn't even realize.
Every like techno-y sounding song, we say transistor.
Man, that is.
All right,
God
so
dang, you're finding some good beats.
almost halfway done, and we've got a tie of 4-4.
Wow, okay.
PS4 bangers from bangers.
Told you
Oof,
the comeback
boy.
was happening.
All right, this is crazy.
The heat is on. We're
Yeah,
back.
the heat is on.
It's really interesting, just because I remember listening to the very first version of this, and you guys were getting them way sooner.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think that's because this old. I think that was a Super Nintendo episode.
You're
or
right.
something like that.
Yeah.
And,
Oh,
of course,
man.
the tracks are only like 30 seconds long,
Yeah.
right, or something like that, and they're on repeat.
Well,
so you hear
we're-
them a bazillion times.
But there's also
you know?
the PS1 ones and like the Xbox 360 ones, especially the Xbox 360 ones. They still did pretty well on those ones. So I don't know.
The older you go, the better I'm going to remember those songs.
I think it's the-
It's like
more
nostalgically
recent for
locked in.
whatever reason.
I think it might be
can't-
the feel of this music fitting to the game more, and
I think that's
specifically
right, too.
because you guys know PS4 better. Like I kind of went for tracks that don't sound like the game typically.
Like the
So-
Wolfenstein one, yeah.
clue.
I guess that just from the music.
All right, yeah.
all right, so here's one.
I'm excited. Here we
Y'all
go.
ready?
Yep.
Here we go.
I
I thought that was a song.
Netflix released this game on Android.
Netflix released a
Ori
game
and the Will-O-Wisp.
on Android.
A typical indie sandbox game.
Journey.
Oh, this is
Flower.
freaking good.
If you've played this game, you've heard this mini game song many times.
Mini game. Is it
Final
Pyre?
Fantasy VII Remake?
Words used to describe this game: warm, funny, feel good, wholesome, compassionate, and emotionally affecting.
Life is Strange? Oh, they don't have a minigame.
Spiritfarer.
Undertale is correct.
Wow.
Well done.
Good shit, Ryan.
Oh,
Nicely
suddenly taking a commanding
Yeah, yeah.
lead, 7-4.
I
Ryan
think
and
that
Andy.
came out on PS5, but no,
It's everything.
it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
little bit older. Yeah, would have been PS4.
All
That's
right,
a
all right,
good-
all right.
That's good.
That's a good song.
So far, they're all really good. It's about to get turned.
All right.
You ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Proprietary game engine used for development.
Resogun.
That does sound like it would be Resogun.
Crank it. Various customizable builds and player abilities.
Saints Row the Third, Saints Row the Fourth.
Features hundreds of characters.
Watchdog Legion. Watchdog 2.
Paragon.
League of Legends.
Paragon.
And you'd recognize most of them.
Smash.
Features an infamous and hilarious difficulty slider.
Oh.
South Park Stick of
The
Truth.
stick-
South Park.
Cracked Butthole?
Fractured Butthole.
Fractured Butthole.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Congratulations, Kenny. You got 2 points.
Yeah,
South Park, Fractured Butthole.
I said cracked butthole.
Damn it.
I said if you didn't get the answer right, kick yourself down south and give yourself a fractured butthole.
I wonder if this is.
Because it's a play on words.
I wonder
They're
if
play
this
on
is,
words.
I think this is from the fight at the strip club.
It might be.
It is. It's the strip
Yeah,
club.
nice. There you
Yeah,
go.
where the big, anyone want to dance?
I thought
That was the first one,
That
but there
was
was
Stick
also
of
the
Truth.
strip club
Yeah.
scene in Fractured Butthole. Funny thing, when I did the last bangers that's featured the South Park song, I also did the
did
strip
you?
shop. Yeah, the strip club thing, because it's just like they did a good job with them.
threw me off. You said hundreds of playable characters?
hundreds
You said
of characters.
characters.
Yeah,
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
and that you'd recognize most of them.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Score update. We've got Kenny and Isaac with 6 points. Ryan and Andy with 7.
Oh, boy.
Ooh,
Oh,
it's
shit.
neck and neck.
Yeah, let's
Y'all ready?
get some more of those bangers.
Shit, yeah. Developed for release with PS5 in mind, but did the thing.
Astrobot?
Lego's Harry Potter.
Good guess.
It won Best Family Game and Best British Game at the British Academy Games Awards.
It
British
Takes Two?
game. God.
What's happening?
Kind of haunting for a family game.
The grappling hook in the game is called the claw string.
Bionic Commando. This is beautiful.
A 3D game that was spun off from a 2.5D game.
Oh, is this Risk of Rain? No. Risk of Rain 2?
If you're really up on your current events, the Windows version came out 2 days ago.
Whoa.
The Nathan Drake Legacy Collection?
The game's adventure is big, so sack up and figure out...
Boy's Big Adventure.
That's right, Kenny. Sackboy's Big Adventure.
Amazing.
Good job, man.
So sack
God
up
you're
and
here.
figure out the answer, boy.
Which one was that? Was that the
one that just came out
multiplayer
today.
One of
one?
the first games on PS5.
No, was that the... there was like one that was like a specifically multiplayer?
No, it was a...
Little Big
It
Planet?
was like the first single-player platformer, Little Big Planet.
It's like a sleazy loud singer to this. What came out a little 2 days ago?
It came out 2 days ago.
All right.
Didn't that Nathan Drake Legacy Collection come
think so.
out? Yeah,
Recently, yeah.
that came out.
I think we tied it up there, right?
Yep. Tied up 7-7.
All right, I say we let them answer this next one. You want to pact it?
If you want to, sure.
All right, pact.
Boom.
It's on you guys.
Haha, forced participation. Mandatory fun. Go.
I said Harry Potter last time.
Released 6 years after its initial announcement. The sequel funded in part by crowdfunding. Voice actors include Elijah Wood and Jack Black. Long, winding plot with many twists and turns in a very fantastical world. Trigger warning for various subject matter, including alcoholism and gambling addiction.
I know it. I think.
I'll let out a sigh if you cannot come to the right answer.
Psychonauts 2?
That's it. I bet you got it.
Amazing.
I will let out a sigh if you cannot get this answer too.
You know what? I thought of that really early on, but I immediately dismissed it because I think of that as an Xbox game. I totally forget that comes to PlayStation. Yeah.
For some reason, I was thinking it was Disco
The-
Elysium
the
after the hint about
second one?
alcoholism.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I went through.
thought
Can I
that
just
was
say I
Xbox
went through the
exclusive.
Disco Elysium soundtrack? It's not very good. It's got like decent ambience,
Yeah,
but
right.
like the music itself, yeah, not many bangers in there.
Wasn't doing it for
All I
you.
remember is the bar. Like, there's a song playing when you're in the bar, but other than that, it's mostly ambient sounds and stuff. Yeah.
We've got Kenny and Isaac with 8 points, Ryan and Andy with 7 points, and I've
Let
got
you down,
4
Ryan.
songs left.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Back to reality. Oops.
I'm
There
just gonna
goes
name
gravity.
a shitload of games and try to get a 6-pointer.
Back to reality. Yep.
Oops. There goes gravity.
Mom spaghetti.
Yes.
No. One DLC included New Game Plus.
God of War. Uncharted 4. Uncharted 4.
Devil May Cry 5.
Praise for its new take on the series.
Devil May Cry.
5.
Well, not 5. Didn't they have another Devil May Cry?
A very long plot that slowly unfolds with lots of side quests.
Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Persona 4.
Persona 5.
Persona 6.
Persona 3.
First mainline game in the series to have an English dub since the original title.
We're on our
Shin
track.
Megami Tensei 5.
Shin Megami Tensei 4. Nocturne.
Turn-based.
Xenoblade Chronicles
Xenoblade
5.
Chronicles 5. Xenoblade Chronicles.
You accusing me of
Yakuza Like a Dragon.
dragging? That's it. Dragging on these clues.
Amazing.
Better not be.
I really love that. For the most part, it's just waiting for that last clue.
That's why I write them
Yeah.
in hopes that I get to read them.
You played that game, right, Kenny?
I did not. Tim did. For a little
You
bit.
played
Yeah, I played
that
for a
game,
little bit.
right,
Yeah.
Tim?
It was Japanese.
Oh, that's right. It was turn-based.
Like super Japanese.
I didn't know it was turn-based. I thought it was like a beat-em-up style thing.
Fucking turn-based.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like a thing. There might be some beat-em-up aspects to it that I just never got to, but I played that shit for like 10 hours, and no, I only got turn-based.
Is weird as fuck, so it probably has like a Street Fighter
very
game.
weird. You know, I am envious of the people that get into those types of games. You know, like
They seem to
Persona
really
and get into
love
Yakuza, because that's hundreds and hundreds of hours of entertainment each on those. So if you are willing to like dive into it and really get sucked into that story, more power to you.
And the Persona music is just awesome all over, and the UI and everything just looks amazing. But
True.
It's just so much text.
Persona 5.
So much dialogue.
Persona 6.
I wouldn't know nothing about that. All right. Here comes the next one.
Persona 5.
Not the first game nor the last in this franchise. So good. The game's development dealt with a fair bit of controversy. It's quite Japanese.
That's helpful.
Persona 5 Royal.
Virtua Fighter 12.
Virtual Fighter 11.
Arcade release well before its PS4 release.
Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5.
Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 6. Tekken. I love you.
Street Fighter Alpha
54
3X.
playable characters, including ones lifted with permission from other
Virtual
franchises.
Fighter 5. Virtual Fighter 6.
What is the name of this?
Infinity Blade something.
God of
Is
War.
it Marvel vs. Capcom 2 or
3.
Marvel
Marvel
vs.
vs.
Capcom?
Capcom 3.
Breakdown! It's Tekken you almost 7 clues.
Tekken 7. 6. But I don't know.
You said Tekken, I needed a 7.
Tekken. Oh, did
need the
someone
7.
get it already?
I don't know if we got it.
Tekken
Actually.
7.
Tekken 1, Tekken 2, Tekken 3, Tekken 4,
6.
Tekken 5, Tekken
I
6,
said
Tekken
Tekken 7.
Tekken 7 was-
I said
I think
Tekken,
Ryan got the
but
Tekken 7.
I don't know if they said Tekken 7.
I knew it was
either.
Tekken. I said Tekken. I saw
Said
Tim
Tekken
like,
7, but I did not
Man,
think
yeah,
to
that
say
was.
Jinx.
Did you say Tekken 7?
I did say
I'm giving it to
Tekken
Ryan
7.
and Annie because it's funnier.
It's a totally random guess.
I saw Tim perk
You
up
did?
and I said Tekken earlier.
Yeah.
When?
Damn it.
You know, when everyone else is yelling things.
Isaac, you son of a bitch!
I'm sure when Kenny goes through the tracks, he'll be able to figure out, you know.
Oh my god!
If he
I
really
totally
cares
I don't know
to.
how. Hey, by the way, fans, you should feel free to write in, and if you don't like us shouting over each other and yelling these things, let me know because I'm having a fucking blast right now.
Tekken 8 looks pretty cool, actually.
I hope the soundtrack is as good.
Yeah.
Because
That was awesome.
Damn, that song is so
And the
fucking
new Street
fly.
Fighter.
Oh my god!
I'm excited about the new Street Fighter.
I got 2 more, boys.
All right.
Oh, still neck and neck. Kenny and Isaac with 9
Yeah.
points. Ryan and Andy with 8.
Yeah.
boy.
All right.
It's been a good banger.
I'm just gonna yell out a bunch of games, try to get a 6 pointer.
Right after
One
like,
of
do you
them
like
is
us
about to be
shouting?
God of War, by the way. So we just have to keep saying God of War, 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 God of War.
Here we go.
God of War.
Game sold over 1 million copies within the first 9 days of launch.
Last of Us Part 2.
Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, Red Dead Redemption 2, Control.
No, it's going to be like an indie title.
One of the DLCs is a standalone expansion focusing on a side character.
Resident Evil 7.
Life is Strange 2. Oh,
Life is Strange.
no.
The main character is of Native American heritage, fitting for the fictionalized
Prey.
U.S. setting.
Prey? No.
Assassin's Creed 3.
The whole album is so good. Criticized for lackluster gray area playthrough. It's better to be very good or very evil.
Very good or very evil?
Native American.
Fable 3.
Parkour and superpowers in this PS4 exclusive.
Infamous.
Infamous 2?
Second Son.
Infamous Second Son is
Yeah.
correct.
Hey.
Is Infamous Second Son 2 or?
No,
It's
that's
just called
like
Infamous Second Son.
3. It's the third, I think.
Congratulations, Kenny. You actually got 2 points, which is apparently a big deal in this particular Bangers from Bangers.
That was a very early PS4 game. I remember playing it when there weren't many games to play on the console yet.
If people knew you hadn't played this game, you'd be infamous in a second, son.
What was which one was Infamous 2?
The first 2 Infamouses were the same character, which I can't remember his name, and then Second
Cole?
Son was a new character. No,
was
Cole was
Cole.
the new one, I think. Or no, maybe you're right. I don't fucking
The
remember.
electric dude.
My last one.
All right, here we
My
go.
last one from
Hold
PS4
on.
Bangers
You
from
want to
Bangers.
pact it? let them finish it out.
You guys want to finish it out?
No, Ryan, help me win. Let's take this back.
No, Ryan.
Yeah, definitely.
How about Kenny can't answer?
That's a good idea.
All right,
Kenny can't say whether or not it's correct.
Kenny has to wait till at least one clue before he shouts out 50 games.
Yeah, no, that's fine. He knows like way more PS4 games than I will ever know.
Here we go. Did you guys decide anything? Or
No,
okay,
we're
just
gonna go
normal.
free
Okay,
for
here we go.
Yeah.
God of War. Crank a little bit. Ooh. Initially released on Windows, OS X, and Linux before releasing on consoles.
What the fuck?
Linux.
OS X?
Initially a single player, but co-op was introduced shortly after launch.
Risk of Rain 2.
No, Risk of Rain is fantastic. That's always been co-op.
Development funded through Kickstarter.
Limbo.
Inside.
Binding of Isaac 2.
Soundtrack done by Disaster Piece, who also worked on the music for Fez.
Super Meat Boy.
What's the name of this fucking game?
Celeste.
2D action RPG that pays homage to 8 and 16-bit games.
Oh, no.
Fucking game
What
name.
is that game?
Undertale.
The Ninja game. Where you play
The Messenger?
The Messenger? No?
Needless to say, it was more than a light amount of hype that drifted.
Hyper Light Drifter, yeah.
That is correct,
Yeah.
Kenny. Hyper Life Drifter. Needless to say, it was more than a light amount of hype that drifted towards the development of this game.
Oh, my God. Hyper Light Drifter.
That is it with another
Wow.
point for
Yeah,
Kenny.
they got it three points above us.
Son of a bitch bastard.
Yep.
Did I do it?
Yeah, you did
That was it.
Kenny and Isaac won 12-8.
Hey!
Over Kenny.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Kenny won 12.
I'd like
my
to think
God.
that we all won.
Kept it pretty close.
Yeah, because I
Hearing
got to
them bangers?
listen. Because I
Yeah.
got to listen to some.
Well, I didn't know
kick-ass
any of those
music.
just from the music, so.
Well, I mean,
so
good.
Clearly, none of us knew it.
And I did a good job because I went digging and I found some like really cool shit.
Because like,
You know
if
what I
you
mean?
would have
It's
done
good.
like, if it was like SNES, I bet I could get some of that shit off the music.
I want to do SNES, but I'm also super fucking worried to do SNES that I'm going to just play some song that you guys know that I don't. That'll be towards the end of a game that I've never played before. Just be like, oh yeah, sure, that's the third to last
There's
boss.
actually plenty. There is plenty of obscure SNES games. There's no way we fucking played those games.
Yeah, no, that's
And
fair.
they probably have really good sound.
Is that the Tekken one?
This is Goat Simulator.
Oh, Goat Simulator.
Oh, they
I
killed
can't
it.
believe this is Goat Simulator.
Never think, yeah.
Oh my god, no! I absolutely.
Are you ready to be a goat? Coming this summer.
I think I got really into bouncing on the trampoline with it. That was like the thing that I got.
And Goat
I don't know.
Simulator?
Yeah.
Everything makes some unholy bond with that goat.
This makes me so excited makes me excited for Squirrel with a Gun.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so excited for that game.
Oh, Squirrel with a gun. I heard
Yes.
Squirble the gun.
Squirrel the gun.
What's Squirble the gun?
It's the gun with Squirrel.
Boys, you have made it through my
you
PS4 bangers from bangers, and congratulations on the fact that you got to listen to some really good music.
Those are some
Yeah, man,
really
thanks.
awesome songs.
Yeah, there's some good ones in there.
That one was actually really fun. If I were to recommend any soundtrack that you go through all of them, go just listen casually to Infamous Second Son's soundtrack.
Oh, yeah.
It is absolutely
Nice.
a banger. Like,
I should play that game.
I gotta give some. I gotta give like an honorable mention to The Escapist 2. Theirs was good. It was like really good casual listen. So if you just need like studying music kind of thing, Escapist 2 music is pretty dope. And there's a couple other ones I ran through, and if I think of them, I'll post them in the Discord. So if you like us and you like our show, come hang out with us in the Discord. The link for that will be in the show notes. That's my plug.
Oh, that's a good plug.
Thank you.
And the Leetist.com.
Also, if you like our stuff, please comment.
Well, Halloween is upon us, gentlemen, so it is time to go into the spooky half of the show as we move into Ryan's version of a horror video game smash-up.
The Saigon horror that bit my nose off.
When did you add that into the thing?
That was me.
Oh, I thought that was like
Street fighting man. G7.
If you like pina coladas.
All right, so if you're not familiar with SmashUp, I'm just going to say basically a sentence or so that's going to try to combine both the movie and game of a horror genre, and you're just going to
Both horror?
both horror. So it makes it easier, right? Because now you know the specific genre for both. And you're going to just smash it up together and give me whatever the smashed up term would be.
Like there will be Bloodborne.
There will be Bloodborne. All right. So, brothers. You guys brothers it up.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do Knowles first. Let's Brother Knowles. All
Okay.
right.
Brother Knowles.
Brother Knowles.
I will be taking notes while you're saying this.
All
It's the only way
right.
I'm going to be able
Here's
to do
the
this.
first smash up clue. I don't care. I'm still calling him Pyramid Head, even though his rural cannibalistic family begs to differ.
Silent Hills Have Eyes?
Yep.
That's exactly what I thought. Good job.
Alrighty.
So, I mean, like just that. It's simple.
Are you keeping score? You want me to?
I meant to.
Don't worry, man. I made a bunch of these. This is kind of my wheelhouse.
All right. You got the,
Yeah, I
okay,
got
cool.
it.
All right, Kenny.
Yep.
And Andy. Here we go. You know what is cooler than wearing a hockey mask? Surviving the night by not getting hooked.
So the hook thing is Dead by Daylight, isn't it? Am I crazy? How is that tie with Friday the 13th?
I always get these ones mixed up. Halloween, is that a different?
No, Hockey Mask is Friday the 13th, right?
You got to think
Say it
abstractly
again,
on
say it
this
again.
one. You know what is cooler than wearing a hockey mask? Surviving the night by not getting hooked. What are the two common words that are part of the things that you may have just said?
Fry?
So dead would be wait. Friday the 13th, something Dead by Daylight. Is there a Friday the 13th that has a subtitle that's like that ends in dead?
The New Colossus?
All right, I'm gonna.
Freddy's Dead by Daylight.
I'm gonna buzz you guys.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Fry Dead by Daylight the 13th.
I know it's fry something. God damn it.
Yep.
Wait a minute, Friday Dead.
Yep.
Fry. You're using the
Friday
day.
Oh, he's mixing them like into the
Yeah,
phrases.
I'm
Friday
mixing-
Daylight by Dead.
Nope.
What the fuck? Say it again.
Fry Dead Day.
I forgot that Ryan doesn't know how to make this.
Fry Dead by Daylight the 13th.
Fry Dead
Fry
by...
Dead, of course.
Fry Dead by...
of course.
Yeah, don't be mad because you don't get it.
This
Okay.
adds some some toughness to it.
Yeah,
because
this adds
it plugs it
difficulty for
into
sure.
the center of it.
It
rather
is a
than,
smash up. That works.
No, I do.
All right. There we go. Don't give me that. All right. Actually, I may not know how to make these. All right.
It makes it harder. It's fun.
Zombies and friends at the neighbor's house at the end of the road. Zombies and friends at the neighbor's house at the end of the road.
Don't look at me, man. Frank. Wait, say it again.
Zombies and friends at the neighbor's house at the end of the road? Question mark.
Road.
Roadhouse.
Zombies ate my neighbors. Zombies and friends at the neighbor's house at the end of the road.
Gone home, maybe.
At the end of the road. And I say, I don't know.
I might get
the
buzzed here.
name of these things.
Last house on the left for dead.
Boy.
Which one is? Oh, Left 4
Wow.
Dead.
Yep.
That's a game.
Last
Yep.
house on the left.
Yep. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, these again. I'm not usually the smash up person, so this is going to be very.
That was solid.
It's going to be interesting.
Now I know it can-
That's definitely a solid answer.
Yeah, now I know it can be pretty much anything. So let's try it.
Well, and here's the thing: in the context, it's all horror games.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
movies,
yeah,
so
yeah,
just
yeah,
think
yeah.
that.
Right. Gotcha.
Fry dead.
All right. Quickly, press X or die. At least be dead. At least be dead in the morning.
So quick time event horror game would be Until Dawn. Until Dawn of the Dead?
Yep.
Yeah. There you
well
go.
done.
Amazing.
Was it Dead
From Dusk Till
Spaceballs?
Dawn.
From Dusk Till Dawn of the Dead.
There you go.
Until dawn. Yeah, I guess I
that's
could have
where
done that
I was
one too.
going.
Well, no, that's two movies.
I'm going to go ahead and accept both of them. But only 1
The
point.
second one will be two movies. So
all right.
it'll work.
Nothing like some supernatural foster care, especially in an underwater remote facility that exhibits human characteristics.
An underwater
I
remote
really like this
facility
one. This
that-
is going to be interesting if you guys know
That
this
would
one.
be like BioShock.
That's what I was thinking. That's kind of a horror.
I think a lot of people classify that.
Say
as
the rest of it again.
Nothing like some supernatural foster care, especially in an underwater remote facility that exhibits human characteristics.
Oh,
BioShock exhibits human characteristics. I don't think so. Children of the Scorn.
Have you guys ever heard of a game called Soma
oh yeah, I know. Some.
and Mama or So Mama?
That's good.
No.
I played some.
If I'm being honest.
Yeah.
It's right here actually in the
So
space.
Mama,
sounds familiar,
Mama
but
is
yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, I think so.
Movie
You're
where
like
she's
an
a
adult
mom.
who
Oh no, that's called Mother.
No, there is one called Mama, and basically it's like these two girls that get fostered by like this ghost, essentially, and then like
Mamma mia.
it's Mama. It's supposed to be creepy. Anyways,
We're tied 1-1.
Cool.
sometimes your best weapon is your wit and a flashlight. Just don't fall asleep.
nightmare on.
Remember how I do my smash ups.
Okay.
I'm not sure of the game.
Nightmare on Alan Wake Street. I'm thinking a flashlight. Oh, flashlight is an Alan Wake thing. It could be that. Say it one more time.
Sometimes, sometimes your best weapon is your wit and a flashlight. Just don't fall asleep.
What's the game, Kenny?
I think the only game I can think of is Alan Wake because is
And
it,
remember how I do my smash ups.
yeah Alan Wake don't wake Daddy Alan
What?
Alan
Don't break the ice.
What's the fucking movie called? Elm Street. Nightmare on
Nightmare.
Elm Street. Alan Night Malin.
Nightmare on. Wait, what is the game? What is
On Wake,
Alan Wake.
Elm Street.
Alan Wake.
Allen Street?
We're all learning English right now, sitting around the table.
Just tell me the answer.
I think I'm gonna give it to you.
Okay, we got the two things.
It's a land nightmare on Elm Street Wake.
Amazing.
Alan Wake, and I used ALAN. I used the ALA as part of Alan, and then the N for nightmare. So Alan Nightmare
All right, I'm with you.
on Elm Street.
Hey, we got it.
That works.
I'm getting rid of the
Got the
point.
point.
Oh
All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
That was hard. All right.
On Allen Street.
You
No,
guys,
no, no, wait for mine. I'm
here's
excited now.
Here's the deal. I love that you guys know the games, but the hardest part is like, how the fuck is Ryan
think about this?
Nightmare on Malin
Street? I have a feeling that's going to be the clip
Holy Jesus.
of our show. All right. Sometimes when you investigate the scene of a mass murder, you end up in a unreal world. It just happens. Just make sure you always bring your boomstick.
Okay, so what's it called? Fuck. Dead.
Mass site of a mass murder. Yeah, it's Army of Darkness.
Yeah. Well, it could be any of those three, right?
I guess.
What was
No,
the-
he says
what were
boomstick specifically in Army of Darkness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Sometimes when you investigate the scene of a mass murder, you end up in a unreal world. It just happens. Just make sure you always bring your boomstick.
It just happens. Just always bring your boomstick. Daisy Armuth E of Darkness 3.
Yes.
It is an Evil Dead, so the Evil Dead Within.
Oh.
The Evil Dead Within.
Cool.
The
All
Evil
right.
Within.
We were on track. That was good.
Yeah.
News. Good day, sir.
The boomstick was just to lead you to Evil Dead.
Gotcha.
Boom goes the
All
dynamite.
right. Everything's great. We're having fun.
2-1.
Craig T. Nelson knew what was up, even if the GameCube had no clue how to handle this genre.
Oh no, I don't know what Craig T. Nelson was in besides Coach.
Remember, it's all
I remember he
horror.
was in something.
He's in a horror movie.
Yeah.
No.
Can you
Never mind, I
remind
can't
me
say
of
it
who
aloud.
that is so then I can
He's
maybe
Coach.
think of... Okay, thank you.
Say the clue again. I just want to hear it
Say it one
again.
more time.
Craig T. Nelson knew what was up, even if the GameCube had no clue how to handle this genre.
Resident Evil Coach 4. I don't know what anything about
So
Craig T.
what
Nelson
was
besides
the
Coach.
movie that Craig T. Nelson was in? And that was horror.
Poltergeist.
Oh, he was in
Poltergeist.
Oh, fuck.
And
He was also
what-
in Creepshow.
And what was
was he?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what was the name of the GameCube game?
Resident Evil 4 is what I thought.
There's
it
a
was.
GameCube game called Geist. Poltergeist.
Poltergeist.
Literally, it is Poltergeist.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Thank you.
No, I got it wrong.
Huh.
I'm not getting a lot of confidence here. All right. I'd serve this cult game with a nice Chianti.
This cult game with a
Oh,
nice
I know
Chianti.
this. I know
Yeah.
this immediately.
Silence of the Cult of the Lambs.
Correct.
Sounds right. Yeah. Good job, buddy.
I'm going to just go ahead and beat that one down.
Thank you. Yeah.
I got a point.
You tied it up.
Oh my God, is that your first one today? Mm-hmm. Nice.
You had
Thank
Tekken
you.
earlier. You stole Tekken from
All
me.
right.
Yeah, you got Tekken.
Did we
I?
need telepathic?
Did you?
Who knows?
Did we need telepathic links in one of the sequel slasher films? Nah. Did we need to have it set in a Chuck E. Cheese copycat spot? Absolutely.
Five Nights at Freddy.
Got fingered.
I don't know horror movies. I suck at them. Five Nights at Freddy. Freddy got fingered. Five Nights at Freddy's Dead.
Wait,
Freddy. Is there a movie that starts with Freddy?
I think there is a title that is
Isn't
like...
it Freddy's Dead?
Read it one more time.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did we need a telepathic link in one of these sequel slasher films? Nah. Did we need to have it set in a Chuck E. Cheese copycat spot? Absolutely.
It's got to be a Nightmare on Elm Street sequel with Freddy in the title. Freddy's Back. Five Nights at Freddy Returns.
Freddy's Dead?
Freddy's. That's what I said at first. Five Nights at Freddy's Dead.
Halloween Five Nights at Freddy's.
Okay.
It's 5. Halloween 5. That's awesome. Did we need telepathic links? That was Halloween 5. There
Oh,
was-
of course, of course.
I didn't know anything about the telepathic part, so that was beyond me.
All right,
I'm not
that
off.
is it. Tally up the points. And
Tally
then
them up.
Tally up those points.
I think that's car for the Porsche.
Car for the poors.
We are going to need a tiebreaker because it's 2-2.
All right, we're moving on to the bonus round, which is
right.
gonna
You
be
actually have something?
Trombone Champ.
What do you need from me?
Can I get like
the
a
chord.
little chord thing, please? I will never do SmashUp again. All
Fry
right.
Dead by Daylight the 13th.
I knew that one was Fry something. Couldn't put it together.
All right, here we go. So
I'm never going to get over that answer. I'm going to put it as my background on my desktop.
So we are now in tiebreaker territory. I have 5 songs, horror movie themes that I did on Trombone Champ.
Okay.
But
Nice.
at a certain point, it's going to transition over to the actual song.
Oh, okay.
If it's shouted out, if you can shout out the name of the movie when it's Trombone Champ, you get 2 points. If you get it during the actual song, it's 1 point.
Fancy too.
And
Okay.
it's shouted out.
And same teams, right?
Same teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, yeah, this is the tiebreaker stuff.
Got it, yep.
All right, ready?
Yep.
And here we go.
Jaws.
Yep.
Hey, 2
Hold
points.
on. Oh man, I love that. All right, all right. So 2 points
got
for Team Knowles. All right, next
Team
one.
Knowles. That's how some people say my name.
Jurassic Park. No.
Halloween.
Tim
was me.
got that.
Damn it.
2 points.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I didn't realize how much it sounded like that song.
All right, next one.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, Jesus
my God.
Christ.
The only reason I knew that is because DJ Jazzy Jeff's remix of Nightmare on My Street.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Oh, also The Fresh Prince.
He's so intimidating. Imagine Freddy Krueger coming out to this music.
Nightmare
walking
on My
slowly.
Street. It's so funny when you play anything through Trombone Champ.
Oh. I don't know this song at all.
Yeah,
It's a
there you
good
go.
song.
These
Yeah.
movies actually aren't very good.
All right, ready for the next one. Here we go.
It's amazing how many of these songs end up sounding like Godfather. Halloween. No. Exorcist.
Poltergeist.
Oh, Beetlejuice.
Edward Scissorhands.
Here, it's about to transition.
Nightmare Before Christmas. No? Okay.
Is that not Beetlejuice? What the fuck is this?
Corpse Bride.
Monkey Bones.
Steven Spielberg produced movie.
E.T.
A horror. Jaws.
Don't feed them after midnight.
Oh, Gremlins.
Gremlins.
There you
That's
go.
right.
I don't know who did it.
That's right.
That was me again.
Yeah.
Of course that was Gremlins. Why did I think it was Beetlejuice?
I love Gremlins theme.
That's what I heard. I heard the Jizz Whalers. Max Rebo's band.
All right.
The Jizz Whalers.
This is the final one.
Are you contesting that you got that, Gremlins?
I mean, if he's giving the point, he's the.
Oh, I thought I said it. But, okay, fine. You're going to win anyway. You got like 8 in a row.
What do I do, Tim?
I don't care.
know.
Go ahead. He's going to
Yeah,
win.
I'm just gonna win, so
All
you can
right.
just move
Here
on.
we go. Last one.
Exorcist.
Oh. Shining.
Yep.
Wow.
Nice. Well done.
Amazing.
Very
Not
spooky.
have gotten that one.
Yeah, I don't know how.
I don't know how I pulled that out. Yeah.
It technically does do trombone in this song, actually. So there you go. And
It's
that's
just amazing to me because they all sound like Godfather theme.
I was thinking the same thing.
The final score with a score of 9-4. Team Knowles takes it away.
Team Knowles do it so good.
You did so good. I shall never
job,
do
Tim.
Smash Up again. Let us never speak of Smash Up
But
again.
please bring all the trombone champs
Yeah.
back.
Yeah,
'cause
Trombone Champ is
that's the
easier.
good shit.
It was
man.
fucking hilarious, though, I gotta
Yeah.
say. It was great.
After I heard some of those trombone lines, I was just fried dead
Where is my
by
thing?
daylight the 13th.
Dead by Daylight the 13th. Yeah. That makes sense.
It does.
Fry Dead?
Totally.
Yeah, I guess. not.
It's Friday and Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
So use the day in that.
Fry Daylight.
Friday by deadlight.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Take the day out of Friday. Insert dead in there.
Put the move to the end, add it too.
Well, if I had wheels, I'd be a wagon. So whatever.
We're going to go around the table and talk about one thing we're psyched about from the week, be it a game, a book, a movie, a show, a dream, a hobby, anything, a thought, in a segment we have called Flavor of the Week. Flavor of the Week.
Do, 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 do.
I'll just kick this off very quickly and say that my brother's here this week, and we went to see the Toadies and Reverend Horton Heat.
That was a dope show.
And it was fucking awesome.
That was a very dope show. I had a great
good.
time that night. I was also there, by the way.
My first time seeing both of them. Been listening to both of them for a very long time.
Yeah.
All the Reverend Horton Heat songs I know because my band played them, covered them back in the day. The entire Toadies album I listened to all the time, and it was awesome. I'm enjoying Marvel Snap on the iPhone.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, I just heard about this today.
shit.
Okay.
It's
Tell
like
us about
SmashUp.
it.
Well, I tried it, man. I tried to
Yeah.
like it. I just wasn't digging it.
It's almost
but-
like SmashUp, which is one of my favorite board games. It's like you have the different bases, and you play your cards on the base to get the score higher.
Yeah.
And they have different abilities on the cards, but it's superheroes and stuff. It's a fun game.
It's
I should
also
try
like
that.
a simultaneous game. So like everyone's playing at the same time, like
Yeah.
when you're playing against people. So there's no turns.
Right. So you're deciding what card to play where at the same time as your opponent. So it's not like you're going back and forth. So you have to kind of guess where they're going to lay their card.
Yeah.
So it's like if your opponent plays this card at this base at the same time as you, then you get an extra 2 points. So you kind of got to game them and see where they're going to go and stuff.
Okay.
And then it has there's a snap mechanic where you can snap, and that means that if you win, you get double points. But if you lose, then you get less.
Oh, I haven't snapped yet.
Yeah, like there's a little snap at, like it's basically betting on yourself
Oh.
that
Nice.
you're gonna win.
Oh, snap.
Snap.
What's
go
your
around the circle.
flavor, Ryan?
Yeah, Ryan.
Well, I didn't go to the Toadies, but I saw Kevin Smith.
Oh, what'd you think of Clerks 3? Yeah, I went to that too.
I cried.
Did you? Yeah.
I fucking cried.
It's,
Like that. Yeah, that hit hard. That was. He did a good job, man. I mean, like I thought Clerks 3 was actually really good.
The comedy hit better in a room full of Clerks fans,
I
for
think
sure.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
But man, it is annoying. Like when people are enjoying themselves and they're shouting and stuff, and we're having a good time. They even put closed captioning,
which was cool.
for it because
That-
they knew
that was awesome.
Yeah, which because they knew that people were going to be shouting. And then some people just got like there was the one guy sitting near me who's like annoyed. He's like, "Shut up, everybody!" I was like, "What the fuck, dude? We're here to like celebrate this movie." Like, so I hate when people like go to a showing like that and get pissy because other people are just.
That was
showing.
my second time seeing it, and the first time I was in a pretty empty theater, and the jokes and the comedy
They don't stand with like less people, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it's like I don't think the comedy holds up as well as the older Kevin Smith movies, and kind of there are the parts that I laughed at pretty hard, but in a theater with everyone knowing all the very
it's about the experience,
Kevin
right?
Smith
Like,
lore, and
It's like the same way, like some games are better with playing multiplayer than they are playing single player. You have more of an experience with
And I
more
thought
people.
Dante, there's moments of Dante overacting, but I think he did pretty good for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, like I agree. It got me teary eyed. And it was fun. And then after the show, Kevin Smith was there. So he
Q&A,
was
yeah.
just talking about it. And one of the most interesting facts was just what Clerks 3 was going to
Yeah,
be.
that was crazy.
Which is fucking weird what it was going to be. I don't know if he would have done it.
Yeah.
I don't know if he would have done what he thought he was going to.
It took place at a carnival, and there was a theater shooting that James
Yeah, there was
Bob
a theater
stopped, and all this
shooting that
crazy
it was.
shit. It was nuts. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, no, there was like a whole thing. Like he literally did the whole screenplay. Basically, like told us the entire
Yeah, one person
screenplay.
asked
One
a question,
question
and he
got
went like
asked,
30
Yeah,
minutes and
because
read
it's
the
Kevin Smith.
Kevin
So
Smith,
someone
yeah.
would be like, "Hey, what do you what kind of gum are you chewing?" You go, "Well, Clerks 3 was fun." let me go through the screenplay.
When I was writing Walrus or whatever,
I'm
however he talks.
Anderson.
I'm Kevin Smith.
I'm Kevin
He
Smith.
did say that Mallrats 2 may be a thing, though.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I wonder if they could get fine ass. What's her name? Claire Forlaney.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
I had such a crush on her for such a long time. And the other guy, not Jason Bourne.
Not Jason Mewes.
Jason Lee?
but, yeah.
Yeah, who's the main character?
Jason
He's the guy that was in like nothing.
Oh, you're talking about? He's got a brother, Landon.
Brandon Landon.
Brandon Landon.
Hold on, I'm gonna look that
Jeremy
up.
London.
Yeah, it's Brandon Landon.
Jeremy London.
Looks like there's a stage being erected.
Turn.
Oh, that's great.
You dumb
Would
bastard.
you like a chocolate covered pretzel?
Oh man.
There's a sailboat reference in Clerks 3.
Yeah, no, that was great too. The sailboat reference.
When am I going to see the?
When am I going to see the damn sailboat?
Andy, what's your flavor of the week, my man?
I gotta say, literally of the week, I think it's got to be Elden Ring.
Nice.
I'm a little late to this party, but
I forced him to start it.
yeah, I don't know
That was me.
why. I've always thought that I wouldn't be into these kind of games.
It's like Breath of the Wild adult version.
But yeah, I'm totally into it now. I'm dying left and right, rolling off cliffs.
That means you're playing the game right.
He's up to Godric the Grafted.
Oh, that's a tough fight there.
Yeah, he's.
Wow, you made it fucking far. Jesus Christ, what have you guys been doing at home?
Which one is Godric again?
He has the big dragon arm.
The
and
arms
face
of the
too.
dragon. Like you made it past the fucking
Did you get
the
the
skill
two-
check boss. The what's his name?
Margit.
Morgott.
Morgott.
You beat Morgan like 3 tries.
Did you get through the
Oh,
first
yeah, yeah.
phase of Godric?
I actually was doing really well against him, and I had him down to like
less than a quarter?
less than a quarter, and I
off the
fucking
edge.
rolled off the cliff.
Here's something that I have not figured out in that game, and I really need to because Godric is one of the first bosses that you face that this is effective. Jumping when he does that ground pound thing,
Yeah.
that's when you jump,
and
then you just
don't.
slash
No, you don't have to
after that.
attack just to avoid the damage.
Oh, yeah.
you
So you can
just
stay
jump into
close
the
to
air.
him?
You just jump
Yeah,
in?
Yeah.
You just jump into the air and you don't take any damage. What a cut! Yeah, I know exactly. Right? I mean, I'm
trying
used
to-
to like trying to go behind him and spam attacks and shit like that. And hope I survive all the
doesn't-
damage from it. No, you just
Does
jump in
he
the
do
air.
like
That's
a fire attack right after the jump though? Like usually, like in
Fire.
You might could be able to jump over the flames. I don't know.
oh man, we
Those
should
are
just try
separate
jumping
rounds of
more in
attacks.
Elden Ring and see what works.
People got it figured out. I did not. So more power to you.
I'll try jumping next time.
Yeah,
just jump.
I'll try jumping.
Remember, you can jump in that game. I think that everyone forgets you can jump in that game.
He
So.
started as the samurai, so he's got one of the best weapons in the game already.
Oh,
I
Nice.
didn't know that when
The
I chose it, but I'm okay with it.
Uchikatana.
Uchikatana.
Yeah.
What's the Kisagura? Is that the other one you can find?
I think that one starts with N, doesn't it? Naga.
Not gonna work
Naga-
anymore. Ah, that's awesome. Eyes, what's your flavor of the week?
Modern Warfare 2 remake.
Oh, snaps.
Yeah.
Coming in hot.
So, I know that it's, I guess it's like I don't know, obviously it's a super popular franchise, and, maybe it's not always
I
held in
believe
high
it's called
esteem.
Call of Duty. What?
Yep, Call
Yeah.
of Duty.
All right, there you go.
My
Call
first
it
Call,
Duty. I'll call it.
my first Call of Duty game was Modern Warfare 2, the original.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, I did the campaigns in those ones, and I actually really liked them way back then. Oscar Mike to Burger Town and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway, I've been playing the remake, and it's a completely new game, completely new story. The game looks incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it really looks amazing. There are cutscenes in particular where it's, even on console, you're just like,
Yeah.
did they film this or is this CGI? I can't tell.
Wow.
Okay.
It's like really, really good.
Yeah, they've definitely nailed that. Yeah.
Yeah, and they added in a bunch of new mechanics with this one. So they didn't always execute well. There's Modern Warfare is not like Call of Duty is not like renowned for the gameplay per se. It's just like renowned for the feel, and so they tried new things. They tried stealthing a little bit. They tried stuff with like crafting that have been kind of
donkey video showing the stealthing in that game. It's really funny.
yeah.
Because you'd be right in front of someone and they just don't. They don't.
Yeah. I mean,
acknowledge you.
it's definitely it's.
It's got some clunk.
Yeah, it's a it's a little bit of a clunky, but it just looks incredible.
Yeah.
And like it makes up for it in a lot of ways just by being like a very engrossing visually and audio wise.
Have you
game.
played any of the multiplayer?
Not yet. So I actually bought it to get the because you get early access to the campaign.
Yeah.
And then I
What do you think about it? Like, how do you feel about that? Like the idea of companies being like, "Hey, pre-order and you get early access to our campaign, but we won't release the full game until X." Is that like
I
mean,
spent
like, do you think-
$70
would you-
on it.
Well, I'm
I
just
guess,
saying, would you like that as a trend? Like for like certain games, like, hey, you
Yeah,
can get
it's
early
kinda-
access to our game like a week ahead if you pre-order.
I'd have to noodle on why they made that decision. Maybe they
To
you
get
know the one-
pre-order sales.
Well, yeah, but you could just release the whole thing in the beginning. So I guess one possibility might be to get an estimate of how many people are actually going to play your game and then be able to buy servers for the game or rent space on the servers and know what your demand's going to be. Could be an interesting side effect of
But
doing
that
something like that.
releasing specifically for a campaign though instead of online, would they know off that or would they?
Yeah, because they would know how many people bought the units, but they wouldn't have
Right.
to.
Okay.
We wouldn't have to have servers
Yeah.
live to.
Gotcha.
I mean, that could be.
I always find it interesting because like I've only seen the reverse a lot of times where multiplayer releases first and where people are online doing the multiplayer and then the single player campaign comes after. Like
Yeah.
I think Halo did that as well, but like
Do you know if they're bringing Modern Warfare 2 maps from the old game?
They usually do. There's usually in all of these games. There's been sort of retro maps, the really popular ones.
Because I played the fuck out of Modern Warfare 2 on 360. That was my first foray into Call of Duty as well. And many hours playing that game.
Never gotten into one, so maybe this is the time I should start it up. I mean, give it a shot.
It's expensive. I mean, I would wait until it goes on sale. If you being you,
I would dare say, Tim, that this game would not be for. I don't think you would like the series at all. Like, you're a Doom fan. You're a Doom fan through and through, and that's a more quick, fast, action paced, in your face kind of style shooter. Are you into like the military strategic, like duck and make sure that
it's not very strategic?
Oh yeah, I guess
you're really just like. You're hurling yourself into the weapons, and
like
you usually dodge
instead
them.
Of playing,
it's
Gran Turismo.
Right.
I've gotten into FPSs before that aren't Doom. You know what I mean? But it's just been a really long time since I even jumped into it because, like I told Isaac before, told everybody before, I'm not big on PvP. You know what I mean?
Right.
And Call of Duty's main draw for a very long time has been the PvP.
Well,
aspect of
you
it
know,
kind
when
of thing.
I got into Modern Warfare 2, I wasn't even into like PvP shooters.
Mm-hmm.
It was just one day that I was like, I've never played the multi. I had played the shit out of the campaign, and I'd never played the PvP. And then one day I logged in and I was like, I'll try the PvP. And then I got hooked. But it also pissed me off all the time.
Yeah.
So I stopped playing them.
Yeah.
But the campaigns, it's not revolutionary.
Sure.
It just looks really good.
Yeah.
It's like just and the story's not bad. The
Taking
acting's not
advantage
bad.
of the next gen
There's
console.
a Call of Duty campaign that I played in the last 4 years. There's so many different titles. I can't remember which one it was, but it was like you're going through this house, like searching for this guy, and there's like women and children like cowering, and you're in like night vision. It felt so realistic and scary, and man, it was I was really impressed by that. I don't know. Their campaigns do have some really cool shit in it.
Was that
so.
they
3?
do.
Maybe
It might have been.
Where you like watch bombs fall from space.
I kind of like that you talked about this too, because you've commented before, and I totally agree that we don't really talk about pretty popular games that are out there
There's
right
plenty
now.
of people that do.
Yeah,
So.
that's true. Like we collectively
We talk about God of
experiment
War,
and play a
something
lot
like that.
of different games, kind of thing, and don't really get hooked into the ones that a lot of people tend to get super hooked into.
I bought it because I wanted a mindless, chill thing
Yeah.
to just sort of completely like get absorbed by and not give a fuck.
For me
about.
personally, it's like I don't play a lot of those games because it's cheaper to buy the indie games that are actually really fun. Like I'd rather do that than spend on AAA title. Than
If
like
you have friends to play with, Warzone is free, and it's really fun actually.
Yeah.
For Battle Royale.
there's a lot of battle royales that are free.
There's also a really super dope Slayer song called Warzone.
Tim, what you got?
On that note, I've been doing two things this week, and one of them is completely uninteresting. The other one's interesting but not intriguing. I've started playing Red Dead Redemption 2 again.
Oh, yeah.
And actually am, made it through all the snow.
Yeah.
And I'm back into the open world and stuff, and I'm just really, really casually playing. I'm very much just taking my time, enjoying all the RP aspects that game has to offer, which is endless. I mean, absolutely endless. All the mini games in it, all the challenges in it and stuff like that, and just kind of making my way through things, remembering some aspects of the story and having forgotten, parts of it. And so it's like cool to kind of go back through that again. The voice acting, of course, is amazing. The narrative is incredible. The gameplay is fun. I want that horse. I'm gonna get that horse. And I've been like spending more time kind of doing random crap, like doing chores around the camp, something I never did before. And I'm just kind of doing it, and I'm getting much more RP experiences with people like around the camp and stuff. So that's been really neat. But also this week, apparently I'm in open world zone right now because I was thinking about playing a Fallout game again. I wasn't really sure which one, and I was just kind of mucking around on the computer and got on Reddit. And somebody said, like, hey, how do you mod Fallout 3? And they said, don't even mod Fallout 3, just get TTW. And I said, well, what the hell is TTW? And I learned it's called A Tale of Two Wastelands, which is a project that literally takes the game files of both Fallout 3 and New Vegas and combines them. And it literally, you install both, you install some mods, and then you run this program that literally takes 3 to 4 hours, depending on your processing speed, to combine the two games into one whole game. And so when you start it up, The difference is that Fallout 3 takes on all the mechanics of Fallout New Vegas. So the leveling up stuff,
Karma.
the karma system,
Yeah.
the faction stuff,
Nice.
the gun runner's arsenal type crap. All that stuff becomes available in Fallout 3. Crafting tables, weapon reloading tables and stuff. So all of that stuff that you liked about New Vegas that said like, oh, New Vegas is a superior game to 3 because it included all this stuff, puts it in 3. So I'm going back through that again and kind of just running through 3 basically at the moment and remembering like how fucking difficult that game is. Have you played Fallout 3?
My favorite game. I love that game.
It's great. It's fantastic.
It is
But if
pretty
you're
hard.
going through the storyline before you're ready for the storyline,
Oh, yeah.
get your fucking ass kicked. Like the first time you go into DC area and like fucking
Yeah.
super mutants everywhere that are just destroying you, and they're just big meat shields.
All I remember is I'm haunted by the and then
I got the game of the year one and just did the UFO immediately.
damn.
So got some alien guns.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. I mean, and of course, all the DLCs included and all this crap and everything. So, just kind of going through at my own pace, and I might stick with it. I might not. I have no idea. But for right now, it's
Nice.
it's clicking the right buttons for me. And coming off of some other games that tried to get into and everything, right now I'm kind of seeking comfort in games that I know and love. So that's what I'm doing. I thought to myself I would never play RDR2 again, but I'm totally doing it. So
there it is.
All right.
Very
We've
nice.
reached the point in the show where we're at the friggin' end, mother
Oh my
fudgers.
god.
But
Shish.
when that happens, of course, we got to pitch it over to Tim to tell us a little something about Gamers Week podcast and
That's
the trivia he
right.
does over there.
If you came here from Gamers Week Podcast, here's the trivia from our spot on their most recent episode. Finally, some recognition. Nintendo designer Shigeru Miyamoto, the creator of Alone in the Dark, Frederic Reynal, and the creator of the Rayman franchise, Michel Ancel, all became a part of history in 2006 when they were the first game designers to be awarded with what sovereign distinction?
Sovereign.
The French fry.
Oh. Yeah.
They were knighted in France.
Well done.
They were knighted in France by the Minister of
became
Culture.
French fries.
Yep,
French
of like
bread?
arts and literature or whatever. So that was like the first
Right
time
on.
they gave it to game designers.
Very nice.
Yeah. It was a neat little thing.
I think they
ended up finding.
deserve that.
I didn't
Yep.
know that
Shout
there
out
was
to
still a
everyone.
king in France.
What's that?
I didn't know there was still a king in France.
I don't know that there is. There's at least like a ministry that does that sort of thing, like there
Sure.
might be like some, not papal, what's, religious based type government, at least figurehead type thing. But I don't
Pope.
know.
Viva la
Pope. The French
Revolution.
Pope. Pope of France.
Yeah, the Pope owns France, right?
La
Yeah,
Pope.
Shout out to our friends over at Gamers Week Podcast and Leetist.com for us is a jumping off point for everything we do here at the show. Our
That's
Discord is
right.
open to everyone. Come join our Discord, hang out with us, play games with us sometimes, talk about a bunch of different types of stuff's always going on in there. We have a fun community growing over at the Discord, so please join us and tell your friends and family about the Leetist Podcast.
Yeah, we'll hope to see you guys next week, unless I'm fried dead by daylight the 13th.
Thank you to
He's turning it
Andy.
against me.
Thank you to Isaac. Thank you to Andy for joining us today.
You guys are
time, guys.
awesome.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
bravos.
You guys fucking rock.
Thanks for having us.
Bonus content for patrons coming up. If you're a patron, stick around. Go to your bonus show. Enjoy yourselves. Thank you, everybody.
Bye.